have another secret for you. This one might not be as secretive as some of the other ones, but it's still something that we want to be able to point out. Not everything is worth cutting and cleaning, and let me give you an example. This is a piece of copper attached to brass. This is probably in someone's house. Water was pouring out of it during the summertime to play on that slip and slide, but when it comes time to scrapping it, what is worth cutting and what is not worth cutting? Now this is a piece of yellow brass, so there's no reason to leave 8 inches of copper pipe attached to it, but where you cut it is the secret. If you cut it all the way up to this piece of brass where the solder is and you go to sell it, you're going to get a number 2 price. But if you leave half an inch on there and you cut it right where my fingers are, you could sell this piece as a number 1 tubing. Rule of thumb: if you can take your fist or your 4 fingers and put it on here, anything that's longer than your fingers is going to be worth cutting. But if this piece of brass was only connected to a piece of copper that was 2 inches long, it will not be worth your time versus your return on your profit unless you're processing more than 500 pounds at a time. This is a piece of copper, and this, while it doesn't have solder all over it, is not a piece that is worth processing. Here, 4-finger rule, you end up having a piece that has solder over here, 4-finger rule, an extra inch there. While you might say that every inch and every pound counts, this again is not going to be worth it, because if you look here, you have someone did a really sloppy job, so you only are going to gain about a half an inch. Over here, not even worth it because of the 2 elbows. Over here, kind of the same thing, 4 inches, you have solder here, you have solder here. So while you think that everything is worth sorting and separating and preparing, it's not always as clean and as upfront as you may think. So separating your copper from your brass and your number 1 from your number 2, while you think that it's something you should do on every piece, you should look at it, use a 4-finger rule next to something. More than 4 fingers, start cutting it as long as it's clean all the way over. Other scrap tips, you can check out our additional videos. Let us know other secrets that you might be interested in that we can shed a little light on. Thanks for checking out our scrap videos. By becoming a Patreon supporter today, you'll be entered into monthly giveaways for tools and other products to help you make more money with your scrap.